doing a show for about 16 years. My Chemical Romance been together about 10 years at the time of this taping, and we have never talked to them. I don't know why that is. But we're lucky enough to talk to them right now. Gentlemen, it's great to have you on Fox All Access.
How you doing? We've been sitting in this couch for 10 years waiting for this.
And I've been sitting out in space waiting for this as well. You know, I guess there's a little bit of color added to the Black Parade.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I hate to say this, but it's true. We have a few minutes with these fellas, and whatever we do here does not do their story justice. You got to go online and read their story. It's deep, it's interesting, it's a lot of things, especially the quotes from Gerard, Mr. Way here.
Oh, yeah.
I would imagine as well. So tell me about the process. You're trying to get away, from a very successful album.
Well, you know what? We were. And I think that the attempt that you probably read about that we didn't release, the album that we scrapped, right? That was us trying to get away from what we were. And we needed something. We couldn't rebel against ourselves anymore because there's a lot of great things about My Chemical Romance. So we had to rebel against that band, the band that had made the boring record, the band that had tried to take everything special away from My Chemical Romance. That's what we fought against. That's what Danger Days is. It's the fight against being assimilated into this kind of very comfortable 30-something rock culture, which exists, and it's great for other bands, you know, and we're in our 30s, and we're cool with that, you know, like, I'm excited to be having grown up, but it's like we weren't gonna grow old gracefully, I guess.
But it's not too bad to rebel, either, every once in a while.
Especially, I feel, in your 30s. Actually, that's probably the time where it counts the most, you know?
Yeah.
To not give up art, not give up dreaming, not give up risking and daring. You should still be doing that stuff when you're 60, you know?
Absolutely.
I think when you were writing one of your songs, you were on a subway, and
oh, yeah.
Yeah, you were afraid of the teens that you guys used to be, probably.
Right. Actually, that's the best way to describe it. It was teenagers very much like me and my friends all growing up and being on this train and being like, wow, I'm out of touch. Because you know, I guess I'd been on the road on revenge. We'd been out so long, and I was like, this new generation that was emerging. I was like, oh, how do I identify with them? They're a bit scary to me. They seem harder than I was, tougher.
That's the point, though, right? I mean, that's what you're supposed to be at that age. Yeah. Like, you're supposed to scare the generation before you.
Absolutely.
You know?
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah. Now, you're all married now, aren't you?
Now we're all married.
All of you.
Me and Frank have babies.
That's great. Well, I didn't think you were married to each other.
No.
So that's right. So you're fathers now.
We're fathers.
Yeah.
So you're mature.
Yeah.
No.
Well,
we're getting
You're so deep, and you seem like you have, you know, a lot of things to say and sing about and talk about, but finding that's not easy.
no. And rediscovering it, what you have to say now, because you were a different person when you made your last attempt. So when we did Black Parade, we were still fighting in our 20s. And then to rediscover, like, what do I have to say about the world right now? What do we have to say? What can My Chemical Romance say? How can we put it through our lens to show it in a way that nobody's seen it before, as only this band could do? But what is it? You know, what is it that I'm desperately trying to say? What are we going to say together? And that's what took a year. That's what took scrapping an album. And then once we had something real solid to rebel against again, then the lyrics got direct. They weren't hiding behind dark poetry. They weren't hiding behind metaphor. They turned into these slogans that either a corporation could use or a group of outlaws, or anybody could spray it on a wall or put it on a business card. And the music sounded like that too. The music informed the lyrics.
So tell me about Danger Days. I mean, I guess you came up with the album name, I guess, by Mikey. Didn't you ask him something? And he said, "Hey man, we're going back to the Danger Days."
Yeah, it was like that.
Here we come again.
Yeah, it was just, you know, it was you know, just him. You know, he made like a joke or a comment like about how we were gonna have to do everything over again. It was like, you know, Danger Days. You know, here we go again. It was just like, you know, we came to that realization that we were starting over again. So, you know, it's
not
a
as
frightening.
dangerous as it used to be, though, right?
I mean, it's still kind of frightening though, because of all the hard work and time we all put into the first attempt.
Yeah, I think the state of the industry too. It gets real dangerous when you put that much time and energy and money into, you know, creating a record, and then kind of being like, this isn't what we thought it was, but this is going to be great, you know, and having people kind of back you on that, that's dangerous.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what about all these kids who are going to show up looking for Black Parade again and
Right.
dressed up, all gothed up and looking to rebel? It's like,
You know,
where are we? Who do we go to now?
that's cool too, though, because like we just did these shows in Europe, and you would look out, and for I would say almost for as many masks and colored hair and costumes and ray guns that they would make out of cardboard that you would see, you would still see a kid in a great way, like holding it down in a Black Parade uniform. Like,
Yeah.
this is my jam. This is what I love.
Sticking to their guns.
Yeah, and I dig that too. That's what it's about. It's about, we're not telling you who to be or what to do. We're not telling ourselves that. We're not playing characters. You get to choose. It's like, you choose who you are. It's your deal. And so if you want to show up like that, good on you. Like, we'll play a few of the songs off that record.
But Danger Days, I guess you're Killjoys. You know, is it?
Kinda, yeah. I mean, what I really did, how I cheated it by setting it in 2019, we didn't have to play characters. We just we get to play ourselves, but in 2019. So that's kind of why we're dressed in funny colored hair and whatever. It's like, I'm just like, oh, well, 2019, what do I think I'll look like? All right, well, if this happens to the world, maybe we'll look like this.
So more or less makeup, or the same?
Less makeup. It feels like less makeup.
More dirt.
More dirt. Yeah. We have more makeup. Yeah, but it was all
Yeah.
dirt and motor oil. I wanted to. It's really representational to me in a lot of ways, like having the dirt under your fingernails and the motor oil and the grease and the sand getting in your eyes and everything and the sun. Like, we got like sunburn on all those things, but it was great because it's like the first time that we let the sun into our world as a band, and we let it burn our skin, and we let it. You know, it was like kind of getting born again in a great way without being over dramatic. Like, it was, but it's like ripping off the Black Parade visage and underneath all this color.
Not on Us seems like the seed, but I hate to ask, you know, you guys, like, or anybody, is like, what's your favorite song on the album?
Right.
Because, like, well, we like it, but you guys do have a favorite song, don't
Yeah,
you?
yeah.
And I think, Frank, you weren't even around when they did it. You were out watching your baby being born.
Well,
So-
Yeah,
he was
it was-
about to give. Yeah, his
Yeah.
wife was about. It was crazy.
It was crazy. Like, that was the week that we were, you know, is it going to happen today or tomorrow? Or, you know, we had a scheduled C-section, but it like could have happened at any point. And I heard the framework for kids, and then I think it was finished as soon as they were born. So like, it took on like all these different meanings to me. From the beginning seed of what the song was, from just the melody to like the end when they were finally in my arms and I heard like this finished song. I think that's actually probably the first song off the record that I played like coming home from the hospital. I had that playing in the car. It's amazing. It's one of my favorite songs off the record.
Good. Yeah, that's good. Well, I tell you what, I cannot wait for another 10 years to have these guys back in. It's going to be nice. My Chemical Romance on Fox All Access. Thanks, guys.